Resurrecting Bastet, exploring the enigmatic goddess of ancient Egypt. In the sands of time, amidst the remnants of a bygone civilization, lies the legacy of a goddess shrouded in mystery and myth. Welcome to Resurrecting Bastet, where we embark on a journey through the sands of ancient Egypt to uncover the secrets of one of its most enigmatic deities. Join us as we delve deep into the mythos of Bastet, the feline guardian of home and hearth, protector of the sun god Ra, an embodiment of joy, music, and fertility. Through ancient legends, archaeological discoveries, and modern interpretations, we seek to resurrect the spirit of Bastet and uncover the timeless truths hidden within her myth. Prepare to be mesmerized as we journey into the heart of the divine in Resurrecting Bastet. Fact 1. Goddess of Protection. Bastet's role as a protector was central to her worship in ancient Egypt. She was revered as a guardian deity who watched over homes, families, and communities, offering her divine protection against various threats and dangers. As the goddess of protection, she was often invoked for safeguarding both physical and spiritual aspects of life. Home protection. Bastet was especially associated with the protection of households. Ancient Egyptians believed that she had the power to ward off evil spirits, illness, and misfortune from entering homes. Images of Bastet were commonly placed in homes, particularly near entrances, to invoke her protective presence. Fertility and childbirth. Bastet was also revered for her role in ensuring fertility and aiding in childbirth. Women would often seek her blessings and assistance during pregnancy and childbirth, praying for a safe delivery and the health of mother and child. Bastet's protective and nurturing qualities extended to the realm of motherhood and family life. Symbolism of the lioness. Bastet's association with the lioness, a powerful and protective creature in nature, further emphasized her role as a defender. The lioness was revered for her strength, agility, and ferocity in protecting her young. These were qualities that were attributed to Bastet in her role as a guardian goddess. Bastet's status as a protector was not only confined to individuals and households, but also extended to larger societal concerns, including the defense of the sun god Ra and the preservation of cosmic order. Through her various aspects and associations, Bastet embodied the protective forces that ancient Egyptians relied upon for security, stability, and well-being in both the physical and spiritual realms. Fact 2. Connection to cats. Bastet's association with cats was profound and multifaceted, making her one of the most iconic feline deities in ancient Egyptian mythology. Cats held a special place in Egyptian society, and their close relationship with Bastet contributed to her widespread reverence and influence. Guardian of cats, Bastet was not only depicted as a lioness, but also as a domestic cat, or a woman with the head of a cat. As the patron goddess of cats, she was believed to watch over feline companions and bestow her protection upon them. Cats were highly regarded for their ability to hunt vermin, such as mice and rats, which posed threats to food supplies and hygiene in ancient Egyptian homes and granaries. By keeping these pests at bay, cats were seen as agents of Bastet's protective influence within households. Symbolism of cats. Cats were revered for their grace, agility, and keen senses, qualities that were associated with Bastet herself. The graceful movements and watchful nature of cats were seen as reflections of Bastet's divine attributes. Additionally, cats were often depicted in ancient Egyptian art and iconography alongside Bastet, serving as symbols of her presence and guardianship. Cultural significance. The veneration of cats as representatives of Bastet extended beyond practical considerations of pest control to encompass broader cultural and religious significance. Cats were regarded as sacred animals, and harming or killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a serious offense punishable by law. In some cases, the penalty for harming a cat was death. This reverence for cats underscored the profound respect and devotion that ancient Egyptians held for Bastet and her protective influence. Bastet's close association with cats not only elevated the status of these animals within ancient Egyptian society, but also reinforced her role as a guardian deity entrusted with the well-being and prosperity of her devotees. The enduring bond between Bastet and cats continues to captivate and inspire fascination with the rich mythology of ancient Egypt. Fact 3. Evolution of her depiction. Bastet's depiction in ancient Egyptian art underwent a fascinating evolution, reflecting changes in religious beliefs, cultural practices, and societal perceptions over millennia. From her origins as a fierce lioness to her later representation as a domestic cat or a woman with the head of a cat, Bastet's imagery evolved in response to shifting cultural contexts and theological interpretations. Lioness goddess. In her earliest representations, Bastet was depicted as a lioness, embodying qualities such as strength, ferocity, and protective instinct. As a lioness goddess, she was associated with the fierce power of nature and revered for her ability to defend against threats and enemies. Artifacts from the Old Kingdom period, circa 2686 to 2181 BCE, often depict Bastet as a lioness or as a lioness-headed deity, emphasizing her role as a formidable protector. Transition to cat form. Over time, Bastet's imagery gradually transitioned from that of a lioness to that of a domestic cat, reflecting the growing significance of cats in ancient Egyptian society. This shift coincided with the domestication of cats and their increasing prominence in Egyptian households as valued companions and protectors. Bastet came to be depicted as a cat seated regally or as a woman with the head of a cat, symbolizing her close association with these revered animals. Cultural symbolism. The evolution of Bastet's depiction mirrored broader cultural attitudes towards cats, which were revered for their grace, agility, and hunting prowess. Cats became symbols of divine protection and guardianship, embodying the qualities attributed to Bastet herself. Artistic representations of Bastet with feline features served to reinforce the sacred bond between the goddess and her feline counterparts, highlighting the mutual reverence between humans and cats in ancient Egypt. Continued influence. Despite the decline of ancient Egyptian civilization and the waning of traditional religious practices, Bastet's imagery continued to endure as a potent symbol of protection and fertility. Today, representations of Bastet as a cat-headed deity or as a lioness goddess remain iconic symbols of ancient Egyptian mythology, capturing the imagination of modern audiences and perpetuating the legacy of this revered goddess through art, literature, and popular culture. Fact 4. Protectress of Ra. Bastet played a significant role as a protectress of Ra, the sun god, in ancient Egyptian mythology. As one of the most revered deities in the Egyptian pantheon, Ra represented the sun, light, and life-giving energy. Bastet's association with Ra underscored her importance as a guardian of cosmic order and a defender against chaos and darkness. Defender against Apep. In Egyptian cosmology, Ra embarked on a perilous journey through the underworld each night, where he faced the formidable serpent Apep, also known as Apophis. Apep was the embodiment of chaos and destruction, seeking to devour Ra and plunge the world into darkness. Bastet emerged as a key ally of Ra in his nightly battles against Apep, using her formidable powers to protect the sun god and preserve the light of creation. Symbolism of the lioness. Bastet's depiction as a lioness further emphasized her role as a fierce defender of Ra. The lioness was revered for her strength, agility, and prowess in battle, qualities that Bastet invoked in her defense of the sun god. In mythological texts and iconography, Bastet is often depicted as a lioness, standing valiantly by Ra's side, ready to confront any threat to his sovereignty and the well-being of the cosmos. Cosmic harmony. Bastet's protective presence ensured the continuity of cosmic harmony and the cyclical renewal of life each day by thwarting the forces of chaos and safeguarding Ra's passage through the underworld. She facilitated the sunrise and the dawn of a new day, symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness and order over chaos. Divine partnership. Bastet's association with Ra also extended to her role as a nurturing and protective deity in daily life. As the sun illuminated the world and sustained all living beings, Bastet's benevolent influence provided shelter, guidance, and blessings to her devotees, fostering harmony and prosperity within the community. Bastet's steadfast devotion to Ra and her tireless efforts to uphold cosmic order exemplify her central role as a guardian deity in ancient Egyptian mythology. Through her vigilant watchfulness and unwavering courage, she ensured the perpetuation of light, life, and divine sovereignty in the eternal struggle against darkness and chaos. Fact 5. Transformation of roles. Bastet's depiction in ancient Egyptian mythology underwent a significant transformation over time, reflecting shifts in religious beliefs, cultural practices, and societal perceptions. From her origins as a lioness goddess of protection, Bastet evolved to embody a broader spectrum of attributes, including music, dance, joy, and fertility. This transformation of roles contributed to her enduring popularity and multifaceted symbolism within the pantheon of Egyptian deities. Origins as a lioness goddess. In the earliest periods of Egyptian history, Bastet was primarily worshipped as a lioness goddess associated with protection, ferocity, and maternal instinct. She was revered as a fierce guardian deity who defended homes, families, and sacred spaces from malevolent forces and supernatural threats. Bastet's lioness form symbolized strength, power, and vigilance, attributes that were highly valued in ancient Egyptian society. Evolution to a domestic cat. Over time, Bastet's imagery gradually transitioned from that of a lioness to that of a domestic cat or a woman with the head of a cat. This shift mirrored the changing role of cats in Egyptian society as they became increasingly domesticated and integrated into daily life. Bastet's association with domestic cats highlighted her nurturing and protective qualities, as well as her close bond with these revered animals. Goddess of music and dance. In addition to her role as a guardian deity, Bastet came to be associated with music, dance, and festivity. She was celebrated as a patroness of music and the performing arts, presiding over joyful gatherings and festivals dedicated to music, dance, and revelry. Bastet's presence infused these celebrations with a sense of mirth, creativity, and communal harmony, fostering bonds of friendship and cultural exchange among participants. Fertility and motherhood. Bastet's domain expanded further to include aspects of fertility and motherhood, emphasizing her role as a nurturing and life-giving deity. She was invoked by women seeking blessings for fertility, childbirth, and the well-being of their families. Bastet's association with fertility rituals and maternal care reinforced her status as a benevolent protector and provider of abundance in both the natural and spiritual realms. Cultural influence and legacy. Bastet's transformation of roles reflects the dynamic nature of Egyptian religious beliefs and the enduring appeal of her divine attributes. As a multifaceted goddess embodying qualities of protection, joy, creativity, and fertility, Bastet left a lasting imprint on Egyptian culture, inspiring devotion, artistic expression, and cultural traditions that endured for millennia. Today she continues to captivate the imagination as a symbol of feminine power, creativity, and divine guardianship. Fact 6. Celebrated festival. Bastet was honored with a grand annual festival known as the Festival of Bastet, which was one of the most popular and joyous celebrations in ancient Egypt. The festival was held in the city of Bubastis, also known as Père Bastet, which was the principal center of worship dedicated to Bastet. Date and duration. The Festival of Bastet typically took place during the month of Farmuthi in the Egyptian calendar, which corresponds roughly to April in the modern calendar. The festival lasted for several days and attracted pilgrims from all across Egypt who traveled to Bubastis to participate in the festivities, rituals, and ceremonies. The festival featured a variety of rituals, ceremonies, and festivities dedicated to honoring Bastet and seeking her blessings. Priests and priestesses adorned in elaborate ceremonial attire conducted religious ceremonies, including processions, offerings, and prayers to pay homage to the goddess. Music, dance, and merriment. Music and dance played a central role in the Festival of Bastet, with musicians, dancers, and performers entertaining the crowds with lively performances and festivities. The rhythmic beats of drums, the melodic tones of flutes, and the clashing of cymbals filled the air as devotees celebrated in joyous revelry. Feasting and merrymaking. Feasting and merrymaking were integral components of the festival, with abundant food and drink shared among participants as offerings to the goddess and as symbols of communal unity and abundance. The festival provided an opportunity for people to come together, socialize, and express gratitude for Bastet's protection and blessings. Symbolism and significance. The Festival of Bastet served as a poignant expression of devotion and gratitude towards the goddess, as well as a celebration of life, fertility, and renewal. It was a time for reflection, rejuvenation, and spiritual renewal, as devotees sought Bastet's favor for prosperity, health, and happiness in the coming year. The Festival of Bastet not only honored the goddess, but also fostered a sense of communal solidarity and cultural identity among the people of ancient Egypt. It remains a testament to the enduring legacy of Bastet as a beloved and revered deity whose worship inspired joy, reverence, and celebration throughout the land. Fact 7. Mummified cats. Cats held a sacred and revered status in ancient Egyptian society, symbolizing the protective influence of Bastet, the goddess of cats, fertility, and home. Due to their close association with Bastet, cats were accorded special honors, including mummification upon their deaths. The practice of mummifying cats was a testament to the profound respect and veneration that ancient Egyptians held for these animals. Symbolism and beliefs. Cats were revered as manifestations of Bastet's divine presence on earth, embodying qualities such as grace, agility, and protection. As guardians of homes and temples, cats were believed to ward off evil spirits, vermin and snakes, safeguarding both physical and spiritual realms. The act of mummifying cats was seen as a way to preserve their sacred status and ensure their continued protection in the afterlife. Special cat cemeteries. Throughout ancient Egypt, dedicated cemeteries were established specifically for the burial of mummified cats. These cat cemeteries, known as necropolises, contain thousands of cat mummies, ranging from household pets to sacred temple cats. Excavations at sites such as Bastet and Saqqara have revealed elaborate catacombs filled with meticulously wrapped cat mummies, attesting to the widespread practice of cat mummification. Types of cat mummies. Cat mummies were often mummified in a similar manner to human mummies, with the body carefully wrapped in linen bandages and sometimes adorned with amulets or protective charms. Some cat mummies were placed in ornate coffins or sarcophagi, reflecting the reverence and care afforded to these sacred animals in death. Offerings to Bastet. The mummification of cats served as a form of devotion, an offering to Bastet, the patron goddess of cats and protector of households. By honoring cats in this manner, ancient Egyptians sought to appease Bastet and invoke her continued blessings and protection for themselves, their families, and their communities. Legacy and discoveries. The discovery of cat mummies in ancient Egyptian tombs and necropolises has provided valuable insights into ancient Egyptian religious beliefs, funerary practices, and the cultural significance of animals. Cat mummies continue to fascinate archaeologists, historians, and enthusiasts alike, offering a glimpse into the deep reverence and spiritual connection that ancient Egyptians held for these revered creatures and their divine patron, Bastet. Fact 8. Symbolism of the sistrum. The sistrum was a sacred musical instrument associated with Bastet and her worship in ancient Egyptian religion. This instrument played a significant role in religious rituals, ceremonies, and festivals dedicated to Bastet, as well as in broader cultural and religious contexts throughout ancient Egypt. Physical characteristics. The sistrum consisted of a handle or frame with a series of metal rods or wires that passed through the frame. These rods were often shaped like loops or rings, which produced a distinctive rattling sound when the sistrum was shaken. The frame of the sistrum was often adorned with intricate designs, symbols, and religious motifs, reflecting its sacred significance. Symbolism and meaning. The sistrum held deep symbolic meaning in ancient Egyptian religion, representing concepts such as music, dance, ritual, and divine protection. It was believed to possess magical and purifying properties, capable of warding off evil spirits, dispelling negativity, and invoking the presence of the gods. The rhythmic shaking of the sistrum during religious ceremonies was thought to stimulate spiritual energy and create a connection between the earthly realm and the divine. Association with Bastet. Bastet was often depicted holding a sistrum in her hand, emphasizing her role as a goddess of music, dance, and joy. The sistrum served as a symbol of Bastet's benevolent influence and her ability to bring harmony, prosperity, and protection to her devotees. It was also used in rituals dedicated to Bastet, such as the Festival of Bastet, where it played a central role in musical performances and religious processions. Cultural significance. Beyond its association with Bastet, the sistrum held broader cultural and religious significance in ancient Egyptian society. It was used in various religious ceremonies honoring other deities, such as Hathor, the goddess of love, music, and joy, who was also depicted holding a sistrum. The sound of the sistrum was believed to please the gods and goddesses, ensuring their favor and blessings upon the worshippers. Legacy and influence. The sistrum remained an enduring symbol of music, ritual, and religious devotion throughout ancient Egyptian history and beyond. Its symbolism and significance extended into the Greco-Roman period, where it continued to be used in religious ceremonies and cult worship. Today, the sistrum serves as a potent symbol of ancient Egyptian spirituality and the enduring legacy of goddesses like Bastet, who embodied the divine qualities of music, protection, and joy. Fact 9. Role in mythology. Bastet played a central role in numerous myths and legends of ancient Egyptian mythology, where she featured prominently alongside other deities in tales of creation, divine conflict, and cosmic order. These myths provided insight into Bastet's character, attributes, and significance within the broader pantheon of Egyptian gods and goddesses. Mythological associations. Bastet was often depicted as a protective deity who played a crucial role in safeguarding the sun god Ra and ensuring the continuity of cosmic order. One of the most well-known myths involving Bastet is her participation in Ra's nightly journey through the underworld, where she defended him against the serpent Apophis, the embodiment of chaos and darkness. Bastet's fierce determination and unwavering loyalty to Ra were celebrated in mythological texts and iconography, highlighting her role as a formidable guardian and ally in the eternal struggle against malevolent forces. Symbolism and attributes. In addition to her protective qualities, Bastet was associated with music, dance, joy, and fertility in mythological narratives. She was often depicted as a benevolent and nurturing deity who brought happiness and harmony to the lives of her devotees. Bastet's association with cats and her feline attributes further enriched her symbolism, embodying qualities such as grace, agility, and intuition. Cultural significance. Myths featuring Bastet served not only as entertaining narratives, but also as allegorical representations of fundamental concepts and values in ancient Egyptian society. The stories of Bastet's triumph over chaos and her role as a patroness of music, dance, and fertility reinforced cultural ideals of protection, creativity, and prosperity. Through these myths, Bastet's influence permeated various aspects of daily life, shaping religious beliefs, artistic expressions, and social customs. Legacy and interpretation. The myths and legends of Bastet have continued to capture the imagination of scholars, artists, and enthusiasts throughout history, inspiring interpretations and adaptations in various forms of media, literature, and popular culture. The enduring appeal of Bastet's mythology reflects the timeless significance of her divine attributes and her enduring legacy as a beloved and revered deity in ancient Egyptian religion. Fact 10. End of worship. The worship of Bastet experienced a decline with the rise of Christianity in Egypt, leading to the eventual closure of her temples and a shift in religious practices. This marked the end of an era in which Bastet held a prominent place in the pantheon of ancient Egyptian deities, as her following gradually waned in the face of changing social, political, and religious dynamics. Christianization of Egypt. The spread of Christianity in Egypt, particularly during the Roman and Byzantine periods, brought about significant changes in religious beliefs and practices. As Christianity gained prominence as the dominant religion, traditional Egyptian gods and goddesses, including Bastet, faced increasing marginalization and suppression. Closure of temples. The temples dedicated to Bastet, such as the renowned sanctuary at Bubastis, fell into disuse and disrepair as worshippers abandoned the old gods in favor of the new Christian faith. With the decline of temple worship and the cessation of religious ceremonies, the once thriving cult of Bastet gradually faded into obscurity, leaving behind ruins and remnants of a bygone era. Adaptation and syncretism. Despite the decline of her worship, elements of Bastet's symbolism and mythology persisted in Egyptian culture, albeit in altered forms. Some aspects of her worship were absorbed into Christian practices through syncretism, where certain attributes or symbols associated with Bastet were assimilated into the veneration of Christian saints or figures. Modern resurgence. In modern times, there has been a renewed interest in ancient Egyptian religion and mythology, leading to a resurgence of interest in deities like Bastet among scholars, enthusiasts, and practitioners of neo-paganism. Bastet's imagery and symbolism continue to captivate imaginations and inspire creative interpretations in art, literature, and popular culture, keeping her memory alive in the collective consciousness. Legacy and influence. Although the worship of Bastet may have ended with the advent of Christianity in Egypt, her legacy endures as a testament to the enduring power of myth and the rich tapestry of beliefs and traditions that shaped ancient Egyptian civilization. The goddess who once presided over festivals of joy and protection continues to be remembered and revered, her image immortalized in ancient artifacts and modern interpretations alike. As we conclude our journey into the realm of ancient Egyptian mythology and the captivating world of Bastet, the goddess of cats, and so much more, we hope you've enjoyed uncovering the mysteries and marvels of this revered deity. If you found this exploration of Bastet's mythology as fascinating as we did, be sure to subscribe to FunCatFacts for more intriguing insights into feline lore, ancient civilizations, and the enchanting world of cats throughout history. Stay tuned for our next adventure as we continue to unravel the secrets of the past and celebrate the enduring legacy of our feline friends. Until next time, may the spirit of Bastet watch over you, and may your days be filled with joy, protection, and the perfect companionship of cats. Thank you for joining us on FunCatFacts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.